many shows before. I've done shows at Mocha, Sylvia's also. I used to host there. And this performer has done shows different places with me. We have done 449 Together, which is a show that is hosted by Rendezvous. And we will be doing a show, we will be doing future shows here instead of doing that 449. So instead of doing Friday night with Ron, it's going to be Friday night with Ron and Epiphany. So that's going to be something for the future. But this performer has also done Mochas with me, which is a more grown-up type of atmosphere. And he has done Sylvia's also, which is where I used to host. So his name, and he goes by, is Thirsty.
Yeah.
So please give a round. What was it saying?
Just got me.
You gonna have.
Yeah. You want me to go upstairs?
No, you can stay right here.
All right.
You want me to come down there?
Okay, you wanna come down here? We're gonna do a little, you hear my phone? Can you hear him?
Yeah. Can y'all hear my big mouth?
Okay, can we hear his big mouth? All right, you know that first piece take it away. You got your book?
I don't need a book. Anyway, this is my first time here. Happy to see all of y'all. I hope you like it. She said I could do 3 pieces, so here we go. The first one is actually the very first poem I ever written in my life. I wrote this poem when I was about 10. Right. So I hope y'all like it. And I think it's appropriate for where we're at. This poem is entitled, What is Life Without God? It goes like this. What is a life without God? I believe it's a whole lot of pain, misery, and sorrow. I believe that when God created the earth, He created it perfect. He created 2 perfect beings, Adam and Eve, but they sinned. And so the beautiful environment they once existed in was taken away from them. I guess God just wanted to see how they would do on their own. How they would do how would they do alone? How would they do on their own? But you see, it didn't last very long. Generations and generations, this has been going on. We try to fight and hold on, but violence is what the evil president wants us to do. But if you believe in God, you'll be able to be strong and hold on. Because remember, God had the might and power to keep us holding on. What is life without God? That's my very first one. Now I'm going to do something up today, okay? All alone on my throne, by my lonesome, by myself. There seems to be no one else. All of the valuables in my embassy does not equal nor resemble thee. Beauty of your presence is only for myself to catch the glorifying essence of yourself. The most beautiful sight of all the land. You brought tears to my eyes when you held my hand. When you spoke, your words, your voices, precisely chosen, leaving all of the others completely frozen. So elegantly beauteous. Everything about you seems so gracious. Thank you.
Yeah.
That one was called The Lonely King Without a Queen. Now, for my last piece, I promise I won't do no adult pieces. So for my last, So for my last piece, it's something I don't do a lot, but I'm gonna try it out here. It's called The Moon. The moon is out tonight. It shines so bright. As it hangs among the stars, it knows whoever you are, what beauty it possesses, the sun of the night. Every time I look at it, it brings me delight. So I ask thee, O heavenly object in the sky, tell me, is there love for I? If so, tell me, where can she be? I've swum to the bottom of every ocean and sea, as its beauty casts a sublime glow upon the waters of the deep, its reflection glimmers as it remains at peace. One day, it's full, you can see his whole face. The next day it's crescent, leaving a negative space. As the radio plays a lovely tune, breeze, jump, bark, and howl at the moon. Thank you.
He tried to run from the interview. You should have known better than that. You know I was gonna come back up here and be like, hey. Hey?
I wasn't really running, I forgot.
He was in his own church.
Well, Thirsty?
Yes.
Thirsty is a very interesting person, actually. Thirsty's been through a lot in his life, which is true. Do you mind telling a little bit about your story? About what happened to you when you was younger?
I have no problem.
Thirsty is actually a miracle person, and we say miracle because he survived something. When Thirsty was younger, he had an incident happen to him. But he came out walking, he writes poetry, he does artwork. And I say artwork that is beautiful, like he paints. He paints beautiful pictures that are actually hung up throughout the school. He has artwork that's hung up in Harlem Hospital. He works with kids doing artwork also. I mean, Thirsty is actually a miracle person, and I just want him to tell just a little bit about his story, because he's actually a walking testimony and inspiration to somebody else out there that may have had something happen, and he can actually maybe give somebody inspiration that may be watching. So Thirsty, can you just give a little bit of your story so people can understand what I'm talking about?
Certainly. See, my name is Abraham Daniel. When I was 8 years old, I descended from a scaffold, 4 stories on my head. As I descended, my head plunged into the step. So me hitting the edge of the step caused me to fracture my skull. And I was comatose 33 days, hospitalized a year and 6 days, wheelchair 5 to 6 years.
Tell them what age this happened at.
I was 8. A lot of people thought I wouldn't make it because I was so young and weak. But, you know, it's not up to people. It's all, it is and always will be up to the Lord, up to God. You know? He's brought me through so much. You know, I'm always laughed at and ridiculed every day of my life. But, you know, I figure there's nothing that we go through that Christ hasn't been through already. The way he lived his life is like a map how we should live our lives. And I give thanks to God for the inner strength as well as the physical strength and courage that he possesses me with. And I give out my hand, I stretch my energy to all those who need help. I volunteer at this art studio. Not once have I gotten physically cash paid, but I've gotten paid in better ways.
Can you tell what type of art studio you volunteer at?
Yes, I volunteer at Harlem Horizon Art Studio, which is an art studio that was created with me in mind. I was there since the very first day, and hopefully I'll be there for its last day. I mean, when I first started painting, I couldn't hold a paintbrush. I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't stand up for any period of time. I had no balance. But, you know, when you paint, it takes your mind off of your problem at hand. So you can always escape mentally. You know, you can go somewhere that you've never been before.
And what age group is this that you paint with?
We paint with children from the ages of 5 to 18. And it's a free program. All those who would like to come, the door is always open.
And you can volunteer there. I actually been there before. Remember I came and I did some artwork with the kids. So, I mean, Abraham, he does a lot of great work with the children. And I'm just saying, if you know anybody, any children that may find difficulty and they may have had some issues happen in their life, please definitely let them know about these things. Art can actually help children. That's why we have the arts. That's why writing is imperative for our children and our youth. Is there anywhere else that we're going to see you in the future?
Well,
will you be back here?
I would love to come back here. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I got lost.
Oh.
I got lost because it was like so many churches on every corner.
This is Harlem. We got like a church on the block.
I was asking, please, where is Calvary Methodist? And you know, they said, oh, you just over yonder.
Ruby, do you have any questions?
Wow. I wanted to ask say the name of the program again, please.
Harlem Horizon Art Studio.
And where is that exactly?
It's located or situated on the 17th floor of Harlem Hospital.
All right.
Room 17158.
Okay.
And it's a free program. It's part of Harlem Hospital's injury prevention program.
All right.
See, you know when you go to all the parks and you see the ground is padded and bunk bars is padded, it's cushioned. That's because of Harlem Hospital.
Really?
I mean, for instance, you ever walk 125th and you ever went past the, what the name of that building, the MK building? What? Right between.
The same building?
No, there's a building across the street that sell only women's clothes.
You talking about the
Goodness, what is
Ooh,
it? Is it
he messing with
H&M?
my young commerce right now. Let me
Is it
see.
H&M?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
Are you talking about the art on the side
yeah,
of the
the
building?
art on the side
Oh,
of the
the art on
building
the side of the building of
was
H&M.
done by one of my teachers,
Oh,
Brian Collier, who also writes children books.
Oh,
And he helped to mold me to become who I am as an artist today, along with Bill Richards.
all right.
You ever seen a commercial with the red umbrella?
Yes.
Yeah, that's his commercial.
Oh, he made the Travelers commercial.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Darcy, we'll be able to get up to you up soon again.
Oh, no problem.
All right. Thank you,
enjoyed
guys. All right.
is you on up? Okay. Oh man, I love hearing him tell his testimony. It just fills me with joy. This look, he walks around, he does everything independently, and he does, you know, he goes out and works with children. So
right.
again, thank you, Abraham, for giving your testimony.
And hopefully inspiring some people.
Yes.